This is a witch hunt. I'm sick to death, dead wrong. The odds are in your favor. No, you don't. High and dry. It's unbelievable. Tell me you can't close that deal. I won the fight.
The Dolphins led 41-0 at halftime on their way to a 44-26 win over the Texans. The Fins offense is scoring 41 points a game under head coach Dan Campbell, while the Texans are on pace to give up the most points in franchise history. Skip, was this game more about the Dolphins or the Texans?
Stephen A., I'm going to say it's far more about the Texans, but a quick thought. Highly impressed with how Dan Campbell has flipped Joe Philbin's script in Miami. Complete turnaround, Absolutely. Change of mood, atmosphere, culture. Way to go, Dan Campbell. But let's see how you fare now. Thursday night at New England, and 4 of their next 5 are on the road, including at Bills, at Eagles, at Jets. And the one home game is Romo's return at Miami. So let's see how that progresses. Now on the Texan side. Bill O'Brien, as you recall, was the breakout star of Hard Knocks, and he began to carry himself through the Hard Knocks filming as if he and not Bill Belichick, his former mentor, had won last year's Super Bowl. I felt like I was watching the defending Super Bowl champs, and he continued to say something to the effect of, I'm sick and tired of people saying we don't have a quarterback. Well, you don't have a quarterback because it's not Brian Hoyer, and now Ryan Mallett, for the second time, has been late for whatever reason. That's a whole nother story. And why couldn't you coach him up, Bill? I don't know. This is a disaster here. And my final quick thought, and I'll hand off to you, Stephen A. Before the year started, there was a poll, I believe it was NFL Network, that voted J.J. Watt, or chose J.J. Watt, as the best player in all of pro football, including all the quarterbacks. J.J. what? I keep waiting. It's like it's Andrew Luck all over on the defensive side. Where are you, J.J.? Your defense is now 28th in points allowed. You gave up 48 to Atlanta and now 44 to Miami. Are you kidding me? The best player in football can't see it, waiting to see it. Your thoughts? Stephen A.
Well, don't knock J.J. Watt. It's just the position that he's playing. Nobody had any business calling him the best player. Simply because of the position that he plays, you're not going to have but so much of an impact. Offensively, Ryan Mallett should be ashamed of himself. You want to be a quarterback. You conveniently overslept after you were demoted the first time. And then obviously you're the second stringer now, and then you show up late and you got to take a commercial flight to Miami, which is an incredibly, incredibly embarrassing situation for somebody that's the quarterback of a football team to find himself in. And by the way, you're not good enough to make any kind of mistakes, to be honest with you. You need to be perfect just to get a legitimate shot, because you've shown nothing skill set wise to deserve the benefit of the doubt. And now you got off the field stuff that you're not handling. He should just be ashamed of himself. Having said all of that, Arian Foster with the ACL injury now, he could be out. They're talking about his career could potentially be over. We don't know that to be the case, but that's a problem. Nate Washington had 127 yards, 9 receptions. It doesn't matter, Skip Bayless. 41-0 at halftime?
Yep,
41 to nothing at halftime. For the first team since like 1940 to have 4 offensive plays for over 50 yards in the same game? I mean, are you kidding me? The allure, the shine has definitely dimmed from Bill O'Brien. This is epically embarrassing what is happening in Houston. You had an opportunity with the #1 overall pick to get somebody other than Jadeveon Clowney. Skip, I don't know about you, but I haven't heard anything about him. Nope. Even when he's playing, I haven't heard anything about Jadeveon Clowney. This could end up being the bust of epic proportions, similar to Jamarcus Russell. I mean, that's how bad it is right now. Educate me, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what I'm seeing. It is that bad with Jadeveon Clowney. Just no factor whatsoever. And so when I look at it, I mean, look, man, Bill O'Brien and these guys, they had an opportunity to pick a quarterback. You had Johnny Manziel, glad you didn't go that route. Teddy Bridgewater, Derek Carr. You could have done something. You could have done Khalil Mack which Merrill Hodge, our very own Merrill Hodge, has supported picking over Jadeveon Clowney. You went Jadeveon Clowney. You missed out on quarterbacks. You missed out on a presence with J.J. Watt on the defensive side of the ball and Khalil Mack. Don't know what else to say. It's bad in Houston, and it could end up costing Bill O'Brien. This is some bad stuff we're seeing.
Bad stuff could cost him, agreed, which is why I can't get too overly excited yet about the Dolphins.
But props to Miami. Tannehill setting an NFL record, 25 straight completions, and Lamar Miller just balled out. He was ridiculous yesterday. Yes. More First Take after the break. Stay here.
First Take is brought to you by True Biotics, a daily probiotic from the nutritional experts at One A Day.
We have a big week here on First Take. On Tuesday, Timbaland stops by the show. Wednesday, it's Spike Lee. Then Kareem Abdul-Jabbar on Thursday. And Friday, Pierre Garçon will pay us a visit. So tune in all week right here on First Take. And also all three major sports collide. Guys, Timbaland here tomorrow. And NBA season kicks off. Who's better than us?
Well, I'm excited about that. I'm anxious to see how much sports Timbaland knows. I know he knows his music. This is a sports show. I want to see how much the brother knows, personally. That's just me.
Yeah, I have a feeling he knows his sports and might even put you in your place.
Give you a run for your money?
Wow. I wouldn't be surprised by that. I wouldn't be surprised. I think Jay-Z coached him.
Yeah.
Jay-Z think he knows everything.
Just another Manic Monday here on First Take. Appreciate you starting your week with us alongside Skip Bayless. I'm Molly Karam. Stephen A. joins us from New York. Gentlemen, good morning.
Good morning, Molly. How are you? Skip, how you feeling? How you doing?
You know what?
It's beautiful to see you.
I'm actually feeling pretty good.
Bro?
But I do want to start the show by congratulating both you and Molly for her Giants and your quote-unquote Giants, right? They are hers. I'm not sure they're yours. You're sort of a pseudo-Giants fan.
Hold on, Skip. Hold on, Skip. I do have a question right now. You usually look a little bit more polished. I don't know. I can't tell whether or not you didn't get enough sleep or you were crying. You can feel the need to explain, but I'm just saying, I just noticed something a little bit different this morning.
I actually just looked in the mirror and I felt like Will Ferrell in Anchorman.
Yeah.
You look good. You look
that's what I was thinking too.
All right. Okay. But let's go.
All in black, but it's not desperate times.
We have some Cowboys to discuss.
We do. But listen, Skip, I'd be more hype if Tony Romo and Des Bryant were in that game, but I was still pretty excited. I'm not going to lie.
This is a witch hunt. I'm sick to death, dead wrong. The odds are in your favor. No, you don't. High and dry. It's unbelievable. Tell me you can't close that deal. I won the fight.